And that's when the monkey jumped out of his underwear and everybody said, "Happy birthday, Todd!"
Andrew, I thought we were never going to talk about that ever
Yeah,
again.
well. This
Just
music
to
is
clarify,
really loud. Really
these
loud.
guys planned this for the last 10 minutes, and this is what we got.
I refrain from the lube joke, so keep that in mind.
It was funnier.
Welcome
Yeah, I
to
know,
Nerd
but
Den, everybody. Happy Friday.
It's the Nerd Den.
Welcome. It's the Nerd Den. It's the Rommel Hour.
Wasn't he in the
He was in the chat, yes.
Yeah.
He was like, "What time does it start?" And Dusty said 8 p.m. for you. And then I followed up with 7:59.
Yeah.
And then he told Andrew 9:30.
Really? I wasn't paying attention to the emails or the text, so I didn't even see it.
Yeah, I saw it. It just I wonder if he thought 9:30 for real.
I don't think so.
I hope not. I mean, it clearly said 9:30 for Andrew.
The context is sometimes lost in text with some people.
In the English language. Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah. That's what the priest said.
And I'm back.
Welcome back, Zach. So,
well, you misspelled his name. That's probably why you got offended and didn't come back.
Real quick, before we dive in, hold on. Todd has a little surprise for us.
I do.
He's gonna flash us again.
What is this?
Today is Todd's birthday.
Oh no. Well, tomorrow is. Yeah.
Well, tomorrow.
Well, happy birthday.
No. He's like, okay, bye. Miles, what's up, Miles? How are you? No, you don't be in the green room, sir.
Where am I?
Fingers from the machine.
You weren't there that day.
Yeah.
Day to you.
Oh my gosh.
Copyright strike. Day to you.
Was this for Dusty's birthday?
Happy birthday.
Yes, but we're recycling it for Todd's birthday.
Okay.
Todd.
Happy birthday to you. Wait.
That's awful.
To be fair, I just did the same thing again for Flint's birthday.
Yes.
Oh my god.
He was so embarrassed. I love it. It's so good. Yay!
Hey, happy birthday, Todd.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Oh my God. You know, it's Veterans Day tomorrow, and my oldest, they were talking about Veterans Day in school, and of course, I don't know what they did. They must have shown like a veteran cemetery or something, because all she wants to do now is go to a cemetery and put flowers on some random, like, some random grave. It's like, we have to go to the cemetery. I'm like, no, okay.
That's Memorial Day.
Yeah, I know. Well, she's 6. She doesn't know anything. Oh yeah, another year, man. Another year. I made it. I'm here. I'm with it. We got it.
Still kicking. Still above
I know.
ground.
I got the gray hair going. I gotta get my
You've
haircut
had that
going.
for many, many years.
Yeah, look at you, Beardo.
Well, this is distinguished.
Oh, yeah. What am I?
Stressed. I had 30 years of experience. You've crammed that into 6 years. You're
Andrew,
gaining grays 5 times faster than I did.
Andrew,
Yes.
all I've ever wanted
Yes.
was a man with a little more experience.
Was the what?
Was a man with just a little more of experience.
I can barely hear you. The music's so loud.
Just
Repeat
let it
what you
happen,
said.
Andrew.
I can't hear you.
Just spit on it.
I just want your 30 years of experience, Andrew.
Oh, I'll give it to you, all right. I
God.
feel so bad because all I can see in this image is me saying, "Stop crying, Todd. Stop crying." Somebody will hear you.
Jesus Christ. It's already that show tonight, folks.
Drew, Drew,
Did I get kicked? I missed it.
Drew, you're not supposed to make Todd cry on his birthday.
That's his wife's job.
They're tears of joy. They're tears of joy.
Oh, God.
Pleasure, pain. It's all the same thing to
I'm
Todd.
so glad I have friends. This is really what it's about.
Friends? You think we like you?
This is what life is really about, isn't it?
Ugh.
What life's about. I feel the love. I feel Andrew's love.
If that's what you want to call it.
Hey, I'm just glad he can feel it. Remember the expression? It's like throwing a hot dog down
Down
the
the hallway.
That's all, folks. Have a good night.
Okay, yeah, that was good. That was good.
Hey, guys, you know what? This entire episode could be us just roasting Todd. So speaking of which, Todd, how do you like your hot dogs? Grilled, boiled?
What?
How do you like your hot dogs, grilled or boiled?
I usually just stick them in the microwave for 30 seconds.
Oh, you don't do that. It chafes.
He likes red hots.
Oh, hey, Ramel. Hey, Ramel. How you doing?
I chime in, Todd, but I'm very bad at coming up with random dick jokes. So I'll leave it to the masters who know you better, and we'll probably
No,
spend the rest of the night, of happily tearing you to pieces.
See you in hell, John.
This is the Romel. What the hell is in your background?
One of the Leprechaun movies looks like.
Yes. Yeah, it is.
Oh, nice. I like it. I like your beard. It's
I can change it if you like.
no, don't shave the beard, dude.
Oh,
Is that Leprechaun in the Hood?
yes. Yes, it is.
That one was insane.
I've actually never watched it, and I refuse to watch it now. So
You refuse to watch it now?
It's honestly just it's an absolute shit show.
I can tell.
I've seen them all. Leprechaun, it's kind of like Chucky. Once you watch one, you kind of got to watch them all.
Yeah. I watched the first Leprechaun. I haven't watched the rest of the movies though.
Oh, the one with Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah.
The others, they just progressively get worse. But I can't stop. But every time they put one out, I watch it anyway. Like
a guilty pleasure, huh?
yeah, like the Puppet Master movies. it's just all downhill. But I watched them anyways.
Like the Phantasm movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2's my favorite.
Oh yeah, yeah.
2002 was great. Yeah.
The others, but I watched them anyway.
Oh, speaking of shitty movies, Avery, would you happen to remember a movie? It was, I want to say in the 80s. I can't tell you the year, but it was at the height of shitty, scary movies. It was called Chopping Mall.
Oh yeah, it's classic, man.
Y'all remember that shit?
Yeah,
I've
Chopping Mall is
probably
classic.
seen it, but I don't remember much. But I've
Chopping Mall
probably
is
seen
great.
it.
That was terrible.
Okay, yeah. I'll give you a quick, very quick rundown. Chopping Mall was about a mall where they had these 3 robots, whatever, that was mall security. And I think lightning struck something and their circus got scrambled, so they took their job a little bit too seriously.
Yeah.
Now, the mayhem ensued is like, why would you equip security robots with lethal munitions?
Now, I'm going to interject for just 1 second because MK is here, and you too, Ramel. The first 10 minutes were pretty damn hilarious. So I'm just going to say, especially for MK, you got to rewatch the first 10 minutes because, like, it was pretty good.
Just stop watching it live, rewind it, and just watch it from the beginning.
No. What?
Yeah.
Just rewind it now and watch it on double time or something?
That's what I do. No, that's what I do with some live. If I get to a live stream that I'm watching and I get there late, I just say screw it and I just start from the beginning while it's going on.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess you could do that.
Well, that also assumes you're not going to interact with anybody to begin with. So
this is true. This is true. Ramel, how's your week been, man? Awesome.
Is a clue.
What's that?
I said the look on my face is a clue.
Yeah. Well,
it's that time of year.
Oh yeah.
And everybody's IQ goes down. So
well, this is like your busiest time of the year, right? Up like now until Christmas, right?
Right about that. Even after Christmas, I would say all the way until like maybe February, because what you have to factor in is like what people order and also returns.
Returns.
So yeah, it's that thing.
Yeah, I can see how people would like lose a couple of IQ points towards the holidays, where they're just like don't give a shit anymore, and they've been working all year, and they're just like, and like 10 times as many bullshit things to ship.
It's not an issue of losing them. It's more like you're putting on display that you never had them to begin with.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah. Oh man, we look good though, man. Yeah, I'm jealous of the beard as always. Like,
oh yeah.
I don't know how you don't have any gray hair, man. That pisses me off.
Yeah. It's called not having any kids.
Fair enough. So. Yeah. That works.
Is kids what causes gray hair? I knew kids caused Alzheimer's, but I didn't know it caused
Bro,
gray hair.
Are you kidding? Like,
man, you had gray hair before you had kids, though.
Yeah, that's true.
So I don't think kids cause gray hairs.
I would argue that at least half of that
well,
is
kids in marriage.
Probably, yeah. Probably.
Can't argue with that now, can you?
No, I can't. Not at all. I wish I could. I can't.
I'm talking to Andrew.
So what is your wife and children doing for your birthday tomorrow? For you.
Nothing.
Nothing?
Hopefully leaving me alone.
Okay.
No, I don't know, man. We're not planning on doing much. We're just gonna like drive around a little bit. I was telling these guys earlier, like, it's because it's Veterans Day. I guess they're teaching Veterans Day at my oldest school, and like, so she wants to go to a cemetery tomorrow so she can put flowers down on some random tombstone, which is very nice. But I think really she just wants an excuse to go to a cemetery.
Yeah, it sounds about right for her.
Is there is there like a national cemetery anywhere near you?
I have no idea. I don't know. We'll probably just go drive around and find one.
Right.
I don't know. I don't know. Is this something you do? Like,
My
it's not
my mother-in-law, when she goes to cemeteries, when she visits places out of town, she brings what's that, wax paper and charcoal pencils or charcoal for doing rubbings of gravestones.
Mm.
That's a thing. People do
Yeah,
that.
oh yeah, no, I got my my stepmom has a few of those, and yeah, the only graveyard we used to go to was it Greenwood Cemetery? God, what was the name of it? It was like in Brooklyn. It was right by my house, and it was like it had like a bunch of like it was the whole cemetery was designed by the same guy that did Central Park, and it had like a whole bunch of famous people there, like people you wouldn't even imagine. Like it had like the guy that invented the hot dog, right? Like okay,
Wait.
but
They have they had, as I recall, they used to show movies there at night.
yeah,
I mean, going to the cemetery, you could actually rent it out for a wedding if you wanted it. People actually do that. And I remember because I used to like there's like a lot of there were a lot of bike lanes that ran along it, and I remember there were a lot of really like weird hipster bars, especially on the on the eastern side of it.
yeah. That was like right by my old house, and the other cool thing is like that's where Basquiat is buried.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and actually, fun fact. So this is true, because I used to go there, not a lot, but yeah, it's really nice to walk around. It's a really nice cemetery, and so we used to walk around it because again, it was like right where we used to live, and I found out where Basquiat's grave was, and it's kind of hard to find. It's not like fancy or anything. Some of them, there's like huge mausoleums there, like massive, like condo-sized mausoleums for like elite New Yorkers or whatever. But Basquiat has a pretty like normal-looking grave or whatever. But there's always someone there with like artwork, and there's always people putting stuff there. But I got there. It was so hard for me to find it that when I got there, I went to Google Maps and realized it wasn't a location on Google Maps, and so I requested it and got it. So if you Google map Basquiat's grave, it'll now show up, and you can actually like go there because I kind of pinged for it, which is pretty cool. I was like, oh shit, they actually approved it. So
I think in Paris at the Père Lachaise cemetery, they actually had to move like Jim Morrison's grave because people like kept having sex on it or something like that.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
You have Romel's attention.
No, in Paris, there's a place called Père Lachaise where Jim Morrison is buried, and they had to move it because people like kept like either having sex on it or like doing drugs.
Yeah, I'm sure there was drugs involved in that.
Yeah.
Well, for at least one party member.
Oh, Todd speaking from experience.
Actually, there was always a conspiracy theory that Morrison actually faked his death, and the thing is, if he did that, he'd like be somewhere like in his 80s today. So even if he lived afterwards, he'd still be dead. It's like Elvis. If the king lived, he'd still be dead by this point, probably.
Probably.
Bubba Hotep.
Bubba Hotep.
You've never seen that movie?
I don't think I've seen that.
It's basically Bruce Campbell as like Elvis in retirement, and he's like fighting like a resurrected Egyptian king. It's bizarre, but it's Bruce Campbell.
Yeah, Bruce Campbell plays Elvis.
Oh, Bruce Campbell's awesome. Did you guys see the new?
Or at least the guy who thinks he's Elvis.
What was that, Ramon?
No, I think I attempted to watch that, but I did not follow through. Little known fact: in the movie, what was it? The first Dark Man. Bruce Campbell.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Sam Raimi movie.
Yep.
That's a classic movie, man. That movie should have been way bigger than it was. It's a good movie.
It was really good. The first one's really good.
But they kept making sequels.
I saw Sam Raimi at the Sam Raimi panel at the last MegaCon, and like a lot, it was weird because he followed the for some reason they had a panel with a reunion of Caddyshack, and it's Chevy Chase, and Chevy Chase just doesn't like being around people basically. But when you go to a lot of these panels, you can tell that there are some people there who go there. They're doing it because they have to be there, and the smile is forced, and a lot of times they don't even bother they're trying not to roll their eyes. It wasn't Sam Raimi. He genuinely liked being there. And it was only a half-hour panel, and I got the impression that he was kind of hoping it would be longer because he likes telling those stories. I mean, apparently, he's had a few flops in his time, and he gave some really good advice to a lot of young filmmakers on how to recover from your movie failing. So,
thing is, I like most his movies.
Yeah, he's a great. What I like about Sam Raimi is not only is he a good director, but he genuinely seems to what Zach said. He genuinely seems to enjoy what he does.
Mm-hmm.
So, what's a bad Sam Raimi movie?
I don't know.
I can't name one off the top of my head.
Yeah, that's why I'm sitting here looking like, really?
I like all the Evil Dead movies. I like The Quick and the Dead. I like Darkman. I like a lot of stuff he's produced.
Wait, Sam Raimi did The Quick and the Dead?
Yeah, that movie with the Sharon Stone as the Western.
Yeah.
And Leo DiCaprio.
And
Russell Crowe, yeah.
Yeah, that's a Sam Raimi movie. It even looks like a Sam Raimi movie. Watch it again.
It's very, very underrated movie. I mean, it didn't do well when it came out, but you watch it now and
it's really good.
Yeah, it's definitely up there.
The Gift, that was really different stylistically for him.
I don't know The Gift.
Well,
Kate Blanchett's a psychic. It's written by Billy Bob Thornton. It's supposed to be about his mother.
Yeah, apparently his mother was an actual psychic. So
yeah, it's called The Gift. Kate Blanchett.
And Kate Blanchett, Katie Holmes.
Yep.
Keanu Reeves. Actually,
Keanu Reeves is in it. Yeah, dude. Keanu Reeves plays a bad guy.
Really?
Yeah. He's an abusive husband. And it's really good. You should check it out.
It's the thing about Keanu Reeves is that he doesn't have a really big range, but he's willing to take parts that are that test him. But the thing is though it's weird when it kind of goes beyond that the comfort zone, basically either playing Ted or John Wick or Neo, those kinds of characters. For example, I remember seeing him in Bram Stoker's Dracula, the one that's Francis Ford Coppola.
Yeah, he's that's a wonderful movie, but he is terrible.
Yeah, his accent is barely, he can't hold the accent. I mean, it's really stilted. And same thing, he did a Shakespeare movie with Kenneth Branagh, Much Ado About Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Again, same problem, stiff as a board. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, he's really really good in a very narrow set of roles, very, either basically playing guys like Ted from Bill and Ted, or kind of like Neo, which is, it doesn't require a lot of emoting. John Wick, that's the reason he was so good in John Wick. He kind of grew into that role, into that face, like the guy who's who's basically so repressed, either because of grief or just because of the lifestyle he lives, that he's just kind of he's almost like an automaton. But he does have he does show some depth there, but I don't know. It's just he's not really good with roles that require him to really heavily emote. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
I get what you're saying, because you're saying he's a one-trick pony, but
He's a character actor, basically.
Well,
He's basically a character actor, but I mean, the characters he plays when he gets the right role, I mean, you can't take your eyes off him. But God bless him. He wants to play. He tries to stretch his wings, and sometimes he pulls it off, but sometimes not so much. I mean,
another actor who I think is very much like that is Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
He tried to do a dramatic character in Valkyrie. I don't know if you guys ever saw that one about the failed attempt. Yeah. One of the most heartbreaking, emotional scenes in the movie is where his wife and children, he's sending his wife and children away, and they're leaving him. And the entire scene, you're looking at the scene happening from the back of Tom Cruise's head. And it's like,
well,
that's probably the only way they could do it, because he's not very emotional,
Well, that's funny, because if you look at that movie, I mean, if you look at the people who's playing with, I mean, they're all like very respected British thespians. When you had Anna, Peter Paul, Kenneth Branagh, Bill Nye, Broadbent. I mean, Tom Hollander. I mean, these are all like classically trained actors, from the British tradition. And you got Tom Cruise, who's like basically an American movie star.
Yep.
And like the difference is like stark. It's the same thing with like the original Interview with a Vampire. I mean, people like that now. You watch that movie now, and it's not so. He's okay, but you can't really buy him as Lestat. I mean, you really try, but it's just like he's, Brad Pitt basically blows him off the screen because Brad Pitt can actually act.
Has anybody seen the TV series Interview with a Vampire?
Oh man,
I've seen bits of it. I mean, it's
a little bit, maybe. Back in the day.
We're like 3 or 4 episodes into it, and I found out it did get a second season.
Yeah. Well,
oh, this is new. Never mind.
Oh yeah. It's a new series.
There's a TV show. It looks terrible.
No, it's actually
it's not bad. They just changed like
all of it.
Well, the thing
very
is,
fundamental things. So.
They changed a lot of the plot, but in terms of like mood and attitude and, let's be honest, sexuality, it's a lot closer to the original novel. Just in terms of like feeling.
I actually had to Google it because I knew for a fact that those two characters, Lestat and Louis, weren't lovers in the book. Well, they had an attraction to each other, but they weren't lovers.
Well, I think in the book is that the idea is that vampires couldn't have sexual intercourse once they became vampires because they're basically corpses, and so it just didn't work. I guess so. If you got like two really good actors, and if there's a heavy gay subtext to it, you just dispense with the subtext.
Well, Interview with a Vampire gave us Kirsten Dunst.
Yeah. She was brilliant.
It's one of her earliest role. That was one like her breakout role is in that movie. So.
MK says he's going to cut off early to watch a movie with his daughter. She wins. Nerding out with you guys ran a very close second. That's okay, sir. I think you made a good choice. Despite what Andrew says.
Yeah.
Despite what Andrew says.
I'm pretty sure that's exactly what your wife said to you. You are a very close second.
Oh, very nice. Very funny, dude.
Bye, MK. See you later.
We're trying.
Yeah. Well, it's all right. Well, so I rewatched The Fifth Element like the other day, and it's a good movie. I mean, it's basically what Besson wanted to make Valerian and Laureline, the Moebius strip. But who keeps moving people around? But he at the time he didn't have the budget, so he basically made The Fifth Element, which actually was I watched it with my dad once, big mistake, because my dad. You never watch movies with my dad because he was one of those guys who just couldn't help taking the piss out of it. He would tear apart a movie as you were watching it. Like when I watched it with my dad and my uncle, it was like, guys, I'm trying to watch the movie here. Will you please stop? Please stop making fun of it? But the same thing when I watched Braveheart with him, it was like 2.5 hours of kill jokes and like jokes about Scots and sheep. So, but the thing is, when I'm watching The Fifth Element, there was they had that guy Tiny Lister in it. He was like, I think he was either he was like a football player or a wrestler.
Mm-hmm.
No, he was the president.
Yeah, he played the president. And the thing is, he moved in the movies, and he kind of like the generic heavy. I mean, if you watch Jackie Brown, he was Robert Forrester's partner in the in the bail bonds business. He was like the bounty hunter. He's only in for a couple of scenes, but the thing is, and he was always like kind of typecast as the heavy, the gangster or like the the big guy who hits people, basically. That because that's he was a big guy, and he was like a really big imposing guy. But he played the president of Earth in Fifth Element, and surprisingly, he pulled it off. I mean, it was, it looked kind of like off-putting, but I think that's the reason why it was cast, because Besson wanted to wanted to make the movie look weird. So, yeah.
Yeah, he kind of. I'm just making an assumption. He kind of wanted to throw off like certain stereotypes or expectations.
Yeah. No,
so it was like his casting went left, but intentionally.
It worked. It worked though. I mean, in that context, it worked. I mean, I don't know. It's weird because Mila Jovovich, then she actually married Besson for like 5 minutes, but didn't last. Then she went on to become basically like what was that zombie movie franchise?
Resident Evil.
Resident Evil, which is based on a computer game which I've never played. And it's like, there's more versions of the movie than there is of the computer game.
That's definitely a franchise that progressively got worse.
Yeah, that's putting it mildly.
What's that? What got worse? Oh, Resident Evil's gotten better.
I'm sorry, what? What'd you say?
7 and 8 are really good.
Huh?
Oh.
Resident Evil 7 and 8 are really good.
Okay.
Well, I'll check it out.
I mean, if that's what he likes, that's what he likes.
The first one I bought, that's the whole reason I bought a PlayStation, was the first one. It's like a George Romero movie, bad dialogue and everything.
Yeah. Well.
So wait, so that I'm not lost. You saying they got better with the video game or the movie?
The video games.
Oh, okay, all right.
Oh, the movies are all the movies are terrible.
All right, okay. I thought I lost my friend for a minute. I was like, oh.
No, all the movies are terrible.
The first one was.
It's watchable. It's kind of fun, but it's still not quite Resident Evil.
Hey,
it wasn't. It was the foundation, but it wasn't horrible. It went to 2. It immediately got horrible.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, the movies are terrible. They just
but the first one did have Michelle Rodriguez in it, so she was also the main reason. She was also the main reason why I watched the Dungeons and Dragons movie, because she's
there. It is.
She's got some real screen presence.
She's got some talent.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit more than that. But,
boobs plus one.
What is that? Friday you're playing in the background?
Oh.
No, I think that's Leprechaun in the Hood, right?
Still?
Yes, still.
All right.
Still.
Yeah. No, but I'm just guessing she has that like rugged good looks or something like that for you.
Rugged good looks. She's got those rugged good looks.
Yeah. But circling back, I'll tell you a very underrated Tom Cruise movie. The one he did with Jamie Foxx, Collateral.
I hate to admit it, but Villanelle Sky was pretty good too.
I never saw that one. Never saw it.
I could never finish that.
It's a good movie.
I
don't want to like it because it's Tom Cruise, because I don't like that guy.
I think one of these days, if we ever get around to like doing movie night again, we should do like a run of like really bad '80s sci-fi fantasy movies, because I would like to see in order Krull, Ice Pirates,
Oh, Ice Pirates.
and Hell Comes to Frogtown.
How dare you not put Dragon Slayer and Sword and the Sorcerer on that list?
Oh, absolutely. Oh, thanks. Yeah, absolutely. Those two. I mean, especially Dragon Slayer.
Wait. What's this list again?
Krull.
No. I mean, the premise is really bad '80s. What?
Really bad '80s science fiction fantasy movies. I mean, like stuff that like Roger Corman level stuff. But
oh God. Oh. It's going to sound weird, but I love Roger Corman's work.
What's it called?
No. Roger Corman, the body of work that he did.
Yeah, he's awesome.
In the late '70s, early '80s.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's he never found a genre that he couldn't rip off. And there's a lot of actors and directors working today that owe him a lot. I mean, like I said, I would like to start with with Krull, which is just like one of the dumbest movies ever made, but it's got Liam Neeson in it, so can't be all bad. Then Ice Pirates, I think that one has a young Angelica Houston in it. Deathstalker. What's a few like
Oh, how about the Wraith?
The Wraith, yes, the Wraith.
See, I don't know why Ice Pirates always reminds me of Time Bandits.
I know, me too, right?
That movie
Time Bandits, though,
psychologically screwed me up as a kid.
Yeah.
It was a disturbing, crazy movie.
Player, Sword and Sorcerer. What else? I mean, Flash Gordon. Although that was
Banzai.
But
Buckaroo Banzai, damn, dude.
Yes.
I've never seen Buckaroo Banzai.
Dude, what? It's such a good movie.
Nope, never seen it.
It's so good.
I've seen the title, but I've never engaged.
It's such a good movie.
There's things about Dragon Slayer that still hold up.
Oh,
especially for the time period. And it's got a Jeff Jones cover for the box art.
Now, would you put Beastmaster?
Beastmaster goes in there too.
Yes.
Wasn't there a sequel to Beastmaster?
There were two actually, but they don't hold up at all. I mean, the first one actually came a cult classic because when Ted Turner started TNT or TBS, one of those two, for some reason he got the rights to Beastmaster, and he was always playing that movie over and over and over.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it was TBS became known as the Beastmaster Network or something like that. I mean, it's funny. It's just like I don't know. It's weird. Like in the '80s, there were just so many like really, really shitty science fiction fantasy movies that really just kind of like really kind of held up. Really, they did better. They did better than they did better than they kind of like held on because they were so bad they were good, and then they were good because they were so bad. Like Space Hunter, Adventures in the Forbidden Zone. Yeah, like
I don't think I've seen that one.
It came out in '83. Stars Peter Strauss, no idea who that is. Molly Ringwald, Ernie Hudson, and Michael Ironside. It was actually produced by Ivan Reitman.
Maybe I have seen it.
Yes.
Oh shit! Do any of y'all remember this one movie? It was called Damnation Alley.
No.
That sounds familiar.
No.
Damnation Alley was an early '80s movie. I'll never forget. I was in Philadelphia at the time. It was a post-apocalyptic movie that had a very young Jan Michael Vincent in it. He played a starring role, and I want to say, the first role for Jackie Earle Haley, because he was a kid in that movie. Damnation Alley, it was, I'll be real quick. I'm not going to tell a long story. It's basically post-apocalyptic where you had these guys. I think George Park's in there. I can't remember. But they were on this military base, and some guy was looking at some magazines, and something happened where the whole base blew up. So like they had to leave. So they ventured out in the world that was like an apocalypse, and they had these two futuristic tanks.
1977.
It was 77.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they ventured out in these tanks, and this one town they came across was overrun by mutated cockroaches, and another one had overgrown scorpions, and it was crazy.
So this is the trailer for Damnation Alley. Also, Damnation Alley is available for free on YouTube.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, because I was watching that on YouTube. That's right.
Yeah, let's watch the trailer for a second. Hold on, let me turn off the music real quick.
Damnation Alley.
Thank you.
Multiple warhead strike confirmed. Retaliatory strike on advisement.
Hostile missiles heading to major U.S. population targets. Launch retaliatory missiles. All enemy targets.
You have seen great adventures. Now you're about to live one. Damnation Alley. Everything man remembers is gone. Everything he has achieved is forgotten. Every place he has lived has become a wasteland, desolate, barren. And these 5 survivors may be the only humans left alive. Together, they will attempt a journey into the unknown. Only their courage and the instinct to live could carry them safely through the hell that lies ahead. The devastation of man. And the mutations of nature gone wild. And somehow, they must endure this journey through the nightmare of what we once knew as Earth. Somehow they must survive this journey through Damnation Alley. Starring Jan Michael Vincent, George Peppard, Dominique Sander, Paul Winfield, Jackie Earl Haley. Produced in the magic of Sound 360. More than a motion picture, an adventure you'll never forget.
That could be cool.
Yeah. Or was that a Canon film production? It looks like something from like the back catalog of Canon films back in the day.
I don't know. That movie was. It's bad enough to where I enjoy watching it.
Yeah. How about
I just like Jan Michael Vincent. Period.
Oh yeah, from Airwolf.
Another bad choice would be Supergirl from 1984.
Ooh. Oh, I don't remember. I remember the movie, but I don't remember the trailer.
That was so bad. So wait. Let me ask this question: what was worse, Supergirl or Superman 3?
Supergirl. I didn't mind the Superman movies.
I think
Superman 3 might be worse than the Supergirl movie.
Was Superman 3 the one with Richard Pryor?
Yes.
It was.
Dude, I love that movie. I was a huge Richard Pryor fan. Like
Richard
around
Pryor's
1984.
fantastic.
I fucking loved it. Like The Toy is one of my all-time favorite movies.
The Toy's wonderful. That's an amazing movie.
Yeah, dude. And I was like,
the movies
he's awesome.
he made with Gene Wilder are great too.
Yeah, I thought it was so good. I mean, I haven't seen it since I was like 9 or whatever.
Yeah, I liked it when I was a little kid too. Watch it now.
I mean, he co-wrote basically co-wrote Blazing Saddles. He was supposed to star in that movie, but But apparently, like the studio was just so afraid of his controversial, because it was like so Cleveland Little got the job instead. But half the jokes in there are his. Him and Mel Brooks.
Hey,
that's like
can't do those jokes today.
No, but that's why it's a classic movie. You should be able to make those jokes today. It's a brilliant movie, man. Here, okay, let's do Supergirl 1984.
She came halfway across the universe in search of a cosmic power source that could save her world from destruction.
Who is she?
Who on earth are you?
I think I recognize the costume.
From the producers of Superman, Alexander Salkind presents Supergirl in her first great adventure.
Wait a minute, wait 1 minute. I mean, you can do the whole number, leap tall buildings at a single bound, and look right through things.
Yes.
Bend steel bars?
Yes.
Like Superman.
He's my cousin.
Whoa.
Supergirl, sent to Earth on a secret mission that brings her face to face with diabolical villains.
I'm considering nothing less than world domination.
Unspeakable evil. And super action.
You've had your fun, Selena. The game is finished.
Starring Faye Dunaway.
Now I am really upset.
Peter O'Toole.
My neighbors know the criminals, the corrupt, the evil. They're here, over the hill there, with no way out.
Peter Cook.
What's in it for me?
Me.
Brenda Vaccaro. Mark McClure.
Hi, Jimmy Olsen, photographer.
Hart Buckner. And introducing Helen Slater as Supergirl.
Hart Buckner is my all-time favorite porn name.
Helen Slater was definitely cute,
Hold on, I'm gonna say something so very controversial right now.
Go for it.
I think Supergirl is still a better movie than Wonder Woman 1984.
Wow.
Ouch.
I haven't seen it, so I can't speak to that.
But yeah, Mel, you're pretty much right about that one.
You gotta watch Wonder Woman 1984 with the sound turned off.
Oh my God.
Okay?
Oh.
Just sit back and watch Gal Gadot walk around the screen. That's fine. That's all you need.
Well, but I will say this, Wonder Woman 1984 is still better than Superman 4: The Quest for Peace.
Oh,
right. Romel, I'm throwing this one out here. Which is worse, Wonder Woman 1984 or Catwoman with Halle Berry?
Oh,
it's not even fair.
It's Halle Berry.
I know it's unfair. I know it's thoroughly unfair. Do you guys remember that one? Do you remember how bad that was?
I couldn't watch it all.
Yeah.
I've never seen it all. I can't watch it.
I'm telling you, if
it's Halle Berry,
I've seen it once. I've seen it once.
Bless your soul.
Yeah. And I have the movie poster.
I swear, if I'm in a room being interrogated and they put Catwoman on, I'm telling. I'm telling.
All right. Well, I mean, there were a lot. 1980s. There were a lot of, bad movies made, but that, you look back on them now. They're good if you have a slow night and a lot of beer. Good way to pass the time.
But well, yeah, I agree. But my gripe is, how does an '80s movie outdo a movie in the 2020s? How is that even possible? How can you be that bad at your craft?
They do it all the time with remakes.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Kodiak?
Hey, what's up, Kodiak?
I agree. If you've ever seen that Firestarter remake, that
I have not seen it.
do not waste your time. That is monumentally bad.
It
Really? It was
wasn't that bad.
Which means it was pretty bad.
Drew.
Andrew likes.
I know. I saw it. I saw it in the theater, and it
Drew,
wasn't, in my mind, it wasn't horrible.
Yes, Drew. Yes, it was. I'm gonna tell you why. Because I did not get connected to not a single character, and what they built up with the other guy that had those powers totally fell apart. Like, okay, this guy's been hunting you. He's responsible for the death of your family. So at the end of the film, y'all good? What?
They set it up for a sequel. That's what it was.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Oh, Kodiak says Ellis before he got hired at Nakatomi Tower. Was that the guy? The same guy?
Ellis.
Wasn't Ellis the guy that got killed?
Was there really a Vampirella movie?
Yeah, I don't think I've seen it.
I didn't even know one existed.
Who was Ellis in
Wasn't he the guy that was like? I mean, the most memorable death was the guy who was like trying to cozy up to the terrorists, and then
that was him.
Oh, yeah, that was Ellis. Yeah,
was that the same guy? Hart, whatever his name is.
Booby, baby.
Yeah.
What was the guy's name? Hart, what name?
Somebody's gonna be IMDbing.
Damn it! Nobody.
Because Todd can't do it himself.
Bachman.
Well, you know, another movie to remember while is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, like the ones that came out, I think like in the 90s. Yeah, like not the one that had Vanilla Ice as a cameo, but the one before that, with the big animatronic heads.
That was the guy.
I actually went to the theater and saw that.
What, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Yes.
Yep, saw that in the theater.
Yeah, I saw the second one too, and all I really remember was walking away thinking that, man, Vanilla Ice is starting to melt.
Yeah.
My sister and her husband saw him recently in concert. They said he was good. He hadn't lost a step.
Well, he made a fortune in real estate, so
yeah,
he doesn't have to perform unless he wants to.
Did you guys see the Ghostbusters new trailer?
I saw that, the Frozen Empire.
Yeah.
Yep.
I had no idea what I was watching until they came out with the Ghostbusters.
Yep.
I don't have a good feeling about that.
Yeah, so Kodiak nailed it. That's the same guy. Hart Buckner was the guy from Die Hard.
Oh, I got one for you for your shitty 80s movie. Red Sonja.
Yeah, that's pretty shitty.
That was shitty.
That guy
Conan the Destroyer was pretty shitty.
Here's a nerd. Here's a nerd thing for you.
Conan the Destroyer, the second one.
Yeah.
The first one was pretty good.
Yeah, and it's creepy because that girl they had so cantily dressed there was like 14 or 15 or something.
Yeah.
She was scantily dressed, like that's
Olivia Dabo.
Yeah, dude.
I'll give you a pass, Andrew. I'll give you a pass.
No,
here's another nerd thing for you. That guy, Hart Buckner, was also one of the voice actors in Batman: Mask of the Phantasm.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, no, it's Did any of you guys see like the Conan the Barbarian like attempted reboot? Like it was like in the
Momoa.
Yeah. Which I wanted that movie to succeed because Momoa, if you read the books and the comics, Momoa is actually closer to what Conan looks like than Schwarzenegger ever was, but
oh yeah.
yeah. I mean, he's basically
we talked about this before when we were looking at the movie posters.
Yeah, he looks like if you read the original stories, or if you read like the original story of Conan, he's basically like he's described as tawny skinned with black hair, and that's basically Jason Momoa. I mean, the funny thing is that there was a scene when he was in in like the first season of Game of Thrones where he had a sword fight with one of like the Dothraki barbarians. That was actually added in at his request because it was basically his audition for that role. Unfortunately, the movie was dog shit because they basically they didn't do a Conan movie. They basically like put together like a generic fantasy movie without anything from Robert E. Howard, and just figured it was basically Cole the Conqueror with a slightly bigger budget.
Well, one of the bad things about it is Jason Momoa is a very charismatic actor. And they use that in that movie because there was a lot of humor scenes in there, and there's no humor to Conan the Barbarian. There were some forced humor scenes in there.
I thought the action scenes were more like the Prince of Persia movie than the Prince of Persia movie was.
No.
Well, they came out around the same time, so.
Yeah, and it was more like what Prince of Persia should have been. The action scenes with a lot of parkour-looking elements.
Yeah.
And him running around on stuff and doing stunts. It's like that's what Prince of Persia should have been, because that's what the game they based that movie on is. A lot of like running on walls and running up stuff and climbing around. And...
Here's Steve Carell hollering parkour.
Here's a bit of like recent movie trivia for you. So Amazon was going to do like a Conan the Barbarian TV series for streaming, and apparently it was going to be very, very faithful to the original novels and the comic books, like the old Savage Sword of Conan comic books. But what happened is that the head of Amazon Studios got caught up basically in a sex scandal, and he got pushed out, and he was replaced by basically like a hardcore feminist who basically said, "This is toxic masculinity. I want nothing to do with it," and he got shut down. The guy who was the showrunner who was trying to make the movie. Trying to make a series? Well, he goes to HBO, and he's the guy who created House of the Dragon. So, I don't know what that says about modern Hollywood, but not anything good, I imagine.
Well, somebody, it's kind of off subject. Somebody made a point about toxic masculinity. It's like, you complain about it, but that's kind of what you really want.
Yeah.
Like, if, you got the dogs at the gate, do you want like a soft, sensitive man to defend the fort? Or do you want just...
That's what built the world safe enough for them to say their stupid shit.
Yeah. Well, but anyway,
Ramel,
get on that.
Ramel, all I gotta say is, when it comes to this, I just want a soft, sensitive man. Someone to guide me through Hell's Gate. Someone to hold my hand and keep me warm at night.
I would have been better off if you'd have played Bonnie, what's the name? I Need a Hero.
I Need a Hero, yeah. Wait, okay.
What was it? Bonnie, what's her name? Bonnie, y'all know what I'm talking about.
We know.
Tell me more, Ramel.
Hey, it's getting weird now.
Bonnie Tyler.
Bonnie Tyler, thank you. Wait, Bonnie Tyler.
I don't think he can. His channel, he'll get yanked. We'll get yanked off the stream.
Yeah.
YouTube will shut us down.
Oh, if we're doing trailers, I gotta toss one out.
Oh, let's do it.
Jim Cotter.
Oh, Jim Cotter's classic, man. We actually have that on. I'll pull that up. We actually have that on a list. We have a list somewhere of really bad movies that we want to watch. For the community. Jim Cotter is awesome. Hold on.
awesomely bad, but
Oh, I got one for you. I got a classic one that I got a good story for one. Here's a Gymkata.
yes. Yes.
His name, Kurt Thomas. His title, 3-time world gymnastics champion. His assignment, a secret mission for the United States government. His only weapon, himself. And that's all he needs. Find the discipline, the timing, and the power of gymnastics. With the explosive force of karate. And a new, all-powerful martial art is born. Gymkata. Kurt Thomas becomes Jonathan Cabot. He must penetrate a mountain fortress to compete in an ancient savage ritual. They call it the game. But nobody wins. And nobody lives. Until now. When gymnastics and karate are fused, the combustion becomes an explosion, and a new kind of martial arts superhero is born. Gymkata.
I used to love movies like this. Like,
Oh, yeah, I used to
give me some dude fighting in the woods, a bunch of ninjas, and I'm let's go, man. I miss that shit so hard.
He was like the great value Jackie Chan.
Did you guys ever see Miami Connection?
No.
Oh, okay. So I have a story to tell. So, and this is true. I'm gonna share this. This is 100% true. So, okay. So this is the trailer for Miami Connection. So Miami Connection. So it was what's that? It's called Draft House Films, but it's not. It's what is that movie theater? I used to go to it all the time, and now my brain is fried with it. There's a theater, maybe it's Draft House, I don't know, but there's a theater that plays like old shitty movies, like it's kind of their thing. It's a really nice theater. We used to go to it all the time. It would play normal movies, like modern movies as well, but they really had a thing for kids. And they wanted to buy the rights to Miami Connection. So here's what Miami Connection is. So it is a guy, the guy who created it and directed it is a taekwondo master by the name of YK Kim. And YK Kim in the 80s and 90s had a whole, I think he still does, had a whole bunch of taekwondo franchises around in Florida, right? And he made this film to try to kind of gin up interest in taekwondo and himself. Spent a fortune on it, and it completely bombed, right? And he was hugely embarrassed by it. He really, like, it was like he felt a lot of shame because he wasn't trying to make a bad movie. He was actually trying to do good, right? And so he felt a lot of shame, and he buried it. Anyway, these guys find it, and they want to buy the rights to it because now it's 40 years later, and they absolutely love it because now it's like a cult classic, right? And so they contact him, and he thinks it's a joke, and he's like getting pissed off. He's like, "Why would you bring this up? This is like my family's shame." You know what I mean? Like, my biggest failure is this stupid fucking movie. And they literally tracked him down. They kept calling him, and he thought it was like a hoax. And they finally, like, the team flew out and showed up at his doorstep, and they were like, "No, seriously, we love this." And they ended up buying the rights to it and put it in all the theaters. And they invited YK Kim to the premiere of it, you know. And of course, it's hard because this is like one of his biggest, feeling like this is his biggest personal failure. They show it, and everybody in the movie theater stands up and is like applauding and cheering and freaking out. And this guy just starts breaking down crying, right? And because it's a terrible movie, but it's terrible in a brilliant way, right?
Yeah.
It's not bad. It's just an 80s B movie, right?
Andrew, are you editing? Sorry.
Yeah, we can hear your edit.
Sorry, didn't realize I had the mute off. Sorry.
Thanks for paying attention, man. I appreciate it. So he's crying, and he finally feels like this gratitude for all of this stuff, and now it's a cult classic, and it's everywhere, and you can get the DVD and buy all that shit. The reason I know this is because when I was 12, when I was like a kid before high school, I was taking Taekwondo, and it was YK Kim's Taekwondo school. So I went to school under this guy, like Taekwondo school. Pretty cool, right? All right, so you want to watch this? You want to see the trailer? Let's see it.
Well, you got it up, yeah. There's no turning back now.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We have a special treat for you today. We have a new house band with a new dimension in rock and roll. We have the one, the only Dragon Sound.
This band is the only family I had.
They're all black belts in Taekwondo and they're pretty bad.
I want you to mess it up by going out with a second-rate musician like that John character.
They came in here to play goddamn songs for kids!
We will stop the senseless killing. We will stop the war. We will stop the senseless killing. We'll even knock the
Not escape the Miami Ninja!
against the ninja. We will fight the battle to win against the ninja. We will fight to battle to sin against the ninja. Against the ninja.
Boss, everybody's dead.
That's great! Eternity, loyalty, honesty will stay together through thick or thin. Friends forever will be together. We're on top because we play to win.
Oh wow, that's pretty
Isn't that
nuts.
great? It has everything. It literally has everything.
Wow.
Maybe we can add that. Maybe we can add Miami.
The weird thing is, I want to watch that.
Huh?
I said the weird thing is, I want to watch that.
Oh, it's super worth it, man. It's super worth it. It's absolutely worth it, man. It's super good. It's absolutely worth it. We should totally watch it. Let's see if we can find anything on YK Kim.
You know, something else to consider if we ever do this is American Ninja.
Oh, that was a good one too.
Yeah, that's what that reminded me of, because that was around that time period.
Yeah. All right, I think our Action Jackson. You know,
Action Jackson was awesome. I saw that in the theaters, man.
How do you like your ribs?
Hottest.
Well, basically anything with Carl Weathers in it, you know. I mean,
yeah, he's awesome.
No, the thing that floored me is the fact that Craig T. Nelson's in that. At the climax of the movie, remember he drives that car through his mansion, and he drives it upstairs and actually turns the corner. Yes.
Talent.
Yeah. Robert Davi is in that movie too.
Yeah.
Did y'all know who Robert Davi is?
No.
Yeah, I know who Robert Davi is. He's he always plays like the basically the mafia boss or the or like the sinister Latino drug lord. I mean, he was the bad guy in I think License to Kill. No, not License to Kill. One of the first one of the Timothy Dalton Bond movies. You know,
you got me.
Yeah.
You got me on that. I'm thinking Robert Davi. Well, Todd, for you, I think Die Hard, the two FBI agents.
Yeah.
The black one and the white one. The white one was a dick. That's Robert Davi.
Okay.
Lose the green or you lose your job. That guy.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Huh.
Wasn't he also in the Goonies? I don't know.
I mean, there was also
Yes, he was one of the brothers in the Goonies.
Yeah, he was. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I remember the scene where they were crossing the log and they slip, and they both like land on their whats. To this day, that's the best cinematic example of what actually happens when a man is seriously hurt in the nuts. Urban Top.
Wait, back up. What movie is this?
Goonies. The Goonies.
I don't remember that part.
Why has that not been remade yet? I mean, they've remade everything else from our childhoods.
No. Don't do it. No.
Yeah, please God, don't remake the Goonies.
It's happening. Don't just embrace the suck on this, guys. It's gonna happen.
They're not gonna do it. They can't. I guess they could.
Wouldn't they have to get Steven Spielberg to approve that? Because wasn't that his movie?
I mean, I guess does he own the rights to it?
Yeah, but I don't think they've remade a lot of his movies. Like E.T. hasn't been remade. Close Encounters of the Third Kind hasn't been remade.
They tried to
a lot of movies.
Willow. They made a
Well, they didn't remake it though. It was a continuation.
And it was bloody awful, but yeah.
Now, Close Encounters of the Third Kind, you can kind of.
There's some movies that will probably never, ever be remade, like Schindler's List or Saving Private Ryan. They're already talking about.
If we're not careful, there might be a sequel to Schindler's List.
They're already talking about rebooting like the Hunger Games and Harry Potter. I mean.
Well, Hunger Games is they're doing a prequel to it.
Yeah.
And it stars that girl who's playing Snow White for Disney, the one that basically shot her mouth off and kind of like persona grata. Rachel Zegler, yeah, she was also in the remake of West Side Story, which why would you do that? But with Harry Potter, what they're actually doing is they're rebooting it as a TV series. I guess the idea is that like each book will be like one season. The problem is though is that I don't think it's going to work because Harry Potter it's really a millennial thing, I mean it's really for people who came of age in like the late 90s, early 2000s. I mean, also like it or not, J.K. Rowling is a bit of a sore subject for a lot of people nowadays due to reviews on human sexuality, but
yeah, but there's only a small portion of people that care about that.
Yeah, I think
the general population does not give a rat's ass what J.K. Rowling thinks about women.
Well, no, I think the bigger problem.
Yeah.
What's up with J.K.?
J.K. Rowling, the lady who created Harry Potter, is a big critic of trans people.
Well, she's not a critic of trans people. She came out in support of biological women, which made her transphobic, apparently.
No, I mean, she basically said out loud what most people are thinking, which in this world is like the ultimate sin. You can't ever tell the truth. So
or you can't disagree. You can't disagree.
Right, you're not allowed to disagree, and that there's no discussion, no dialogue. You're just an evil person, which is really stupid.
Well, actually, what's stupid is the actual term transphobic, which really means you have a fear of.
Right.
And nobody's really generally afraid.
The thing is, The thing is, I don't think the Harry Potter TV show is going to work because it's too soon. I mean, the last movie only came out like less than 10 years ago, and B, it's Harry Potter is like one of those things that it really appealed to people who were into it when they were growing up. So maybe they can like get a new audience, maybe not. I mean, I think it was something that was very much of its time. I mean, they're also talking about rebooting the Twilight movies as a TV series.
Oh God.
Which I mean, it's like, isn't that just basically every WB show ever made? But I mean, they tried rebooting Gossip. They tried like rebooting Gossip Girl on HBO, and it didn't really last very long. And I'm just waiting for like for someone in the secret underground volcano base that secretly runs Hollywood. Someone say, okay, it's time to make vampires cool again. Let's reboot the Vampire Diaries. And because
I'll give you an example where that actually worked well. With Buffy the Vampire Slayer, when and I think Andrew told me the story, if I remember, where the person, when they produced it into a movie from whatever source there was, it was like super campy, and the writer was kind of pissed off, whatever. So they rebooted it into what it was originally supposed to be, which was a darker series. So that actually worked well.
I mean, I remember I was sitting in my dorm room at college, and it was like sophomore year, 94, 95. I think that's when it came out. It's like really late at night. I have the TV on because I'm working on something. I look back and I think, and now, Buffy the Vampire Slayer. And I'm thinking, wait a minute. Wait a minute. That cheesy movie from a few years ago.
You can mute.
Yeah. But no, I mean, I think Buffy wouldn't work though because like Joss Whedon owns the rights to that. It's the same reason why they never got around to like rebooting Firefly, even though that probably would have been a hit second time around, because like Whedon owns the rights, and he's basically like persona non grata at the moment for various reasons. I mean, yeah.
Wasn't Firefly originally a movie?
No, it was a TV series.
Okay.
It was like 12 episodes on Fox when it first came out. Basically, Fox at the time, they had a reputation for basically like butchering like TV, basically like butchering innovative TV series. So when it came out, the episodes were all shown out of order. Like 2 of them never aired, and it basically like it was released. But when it was released on DVD, it became like a big cult classic. Then they made a movie called Serenity, which kind of wrapped up the TV series.
That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah. But I mean, they Nathan Fillion and all the other people involved, they're all down for like a sequel or whatever, but it's just not going to happen. I don't think. I think it had its moment like maybe like 4 or 5 years ago, but now we're getting to the point where no one really remembers it anymore, except guys our age or maybe a little bit younger.
Yeah.
I mean, it's. I mean, look. Did you guys ever see that movie Cobra with like Stallone back in the 80s?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. It's a classic.
Oh yeah, that was yeah, that was cheesy.
There was there's some stories about that. If you ever, I don't know where I saw it. It's on YouTube, I'm sure, but like if you ever get a chance, you should watch some videos about, especially from Stallone's perspective, on the rivalry that he had with Arnold Schwarzenegger back in the day. Apparently what happened, because apparently Arnold Schwarzenegger is a pretty smart motherfucker that also like plays a lot of like hardcore jokes on Stallone, like to fuck him up, to fuck his career up and shit. And so like, because Stallone was always kind of number 2, trying to take over number 1, and so the way that Cobra happened was, I guess both of them got the script, and Schwarzenegger called Stallone and told him that he was going to take it. Said, "Yeah, it looks like awesome, man. I think it's really going to do well. I'm thinking about calling on Monday. I'm going to call him after the weekend. I'm going to take the job." And so that motivated Stallone to jump in front of him and take the job, which was a total setup by Schwarzenegger because he knew the movie was going to suck ass. So he kind of fucked him up and played him and like got Stallone into this shitty movie.
I don't know. Stallone's made some weird choices over the years.
Yeah.
Yeah, his name was Marion Cobretti.
Rhinestone Cowboy.
I had to look that up.
But to my mind, like Judge Dredd, which, I can like, when that came out, like the collective like scream of rage from across the Atlantic from like all the people who read 2000 AD was like never ending because, it did not do the movie the actual comic book any justice. I mean
the reboot did.
Yeah. Well, they made another movie called Dredd, which is actually follows the actual comic book pretty closely.
With Carl Urban.
Yeah, Carl Urban. Yeah, and don't remember the woman who played Judge Anderson. But apparently there's talk of a sequel now because it's like it didn't do very well at the theater, but it's called classic because it's like the only decent Judge Dredd movie ever made.
Yeah, I agree. But the thing is, where I take away from that is because that movie kind of ripped off The Raid.
Yeah, well, yeah, it does actually. Yeah, that does make sense.
It's the exact same script.
Yeah. Well, isn't the thing about Judge Dredd also in the comic book is that he actually ages in real time, So like I think like in the current timeline he's now something like in his 70s or 80s. There's I don't know if the comic book's still being put out like 2000 AD or whatever. But he's still. And I think the story goes is that at some point it's going to end probably when the guy who created it dies, but it's there's like a weirdness to a lot of like British comics because especially the ones that came out of the 80s because so many of these guys were basically like reacting to like Margaret Thatcher because that's where their politics were, and so. So if you look at like Dredd, yes, but you also look at like Hellblazer and John Constantine and like pretty much anything that Alan Moore was involved with. I mean, when they had like British writers involved, there was kind of like a punky edge to it, punky like anti-Tory edge to it. At least that's what I got out of it.
Yeah, agreed.
Todd, any thoughts?
No, man, I think you're right. I mean, I don't know. Like, oh wait, sorry. Hold on. What did Kodiak say? I just saw this. Kodiak says, I thought that was Stop or Your Mom Will Shoot. Yeah, that story is for Stop or My Mom Will Shoot.
Yeah, that was one of the Golden Girls. Like,
that's when I was trying to like do comedy. There's also like that movie Oscar.
Yeah. I was just about to bring it up. Oscar. Like, why does this movie exist?
Hey,
one movie it's bad to watch now, but back then it wasn't. Was what's the one you do with Kurt Russell?
Tango and Cash.
Yeah, that was a pretty good movie.
Had Terry Hatcher in it.
Yeah, that was if you could put together like a generic '80s action, big budget action movie, you probably could look at Tango and Cash.
That was the Expendables before the Expendables.
Yeah. I mean, I think yeah, I rewatched the first Blade. What was that came out in like what 95,
Awesome
96?
movie. Awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's funny, you watch that today, and it's aside from like the some very very janky special effects, it was like 95. It still holds up. I mean, if they made that movie, if they replaced a lot of the really shitty special effects with like modern SF, you could release that in theaters and it would do well, I think. But
they'll never let Blade be cool on the screen again. They'll never let it happen.
Did you hear what they were gonna? I mean, Avery, I'm sure you heard. You heard what they were actually gonna do to Blade. Like they actually trashed the script and rewrote it. They're trashing it because. Did you hear what they were actually gonna do to it?
Yeah.
The Tomb of Dracula or something like that.
No, Avery. Do you want to tell him?
I'm sure they were gonna make him a weenie or something.
What happened was that basically the script's been rewritten about 4 or 5 times. They have like Mahershala Ali, attached to it, like an actual Oscar winner.
Yeah.
But so the thing is that they kept rewriting the script, and like at one point the version was that Blade was actually going to be like the fourth level lead in the movie, and which was going to be like it was going to have like 3 female leads. And it was, and I quote, going to be full of life lessons. And so he was basically going to be a supporting character in his own movie. And apparently, what happened was that Mahershala Ali basically threatened to walk because I guess he got tired of like being given the runaround. And they basically literally fired everybody involved with it, and now they're rewriting it again, and they basically cut the budget in half. So it might actually not suck. Which would be a big thing for Marvel nowadays, because Marvel nowadays sucks a lot. But I think the original Blade in '95 that worked because it had Wesley Snipes in it. I mean,
yeah, of course. I
mean that was really. I mean it I can't see anyone else playing that character. I mean that's such a Wesley Snipes character.
Sure. They tried to do a TV series.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched like 1 episode and gave up.
No, I saw the lead character and I was like, no. Even though I like the guy, that's the lead character. I like him as an artist, a rap artist, but no.
Yeah, Sticky Fingers. That's what was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Ah, okay. I see.
Yeah, I mean that was on the old Spike network.
Spike, yeah.
I did a bunch of animation. I did a bunch of shit for Spike TV. I did all their kung fu animation.
Really? That was you?
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Every time they did, I might actually have some on the internet here.
So remember that series they had was Kung Fu?
What was it?
Kung F-A-U-X.
I don't remember that.
You don't? Oh God! It was where they would take old kung fu movies like Shaw Brother era, and they would redub it to more have it would have more of a urban dubbing to it. Like you had the one character, his name was like Pipstick, and he's like, "What's up, bitches?" or something like that. That's how they talk in the dubbing of it.
Well, it's funny you mentioned that because I think the Wu-Tang, I think like one of the guys from the Wu-Tang Clan was actually involved in. He actually like arranged to have a lot of those old Shaw Brothers movies re-released at in America, and he this guy it was like RZA or one of those guys.
RZA, talking about the RZA.
Yeah, RZA. He actually did all the commentary for it too, and apparently this guy like he's really he's like really knowledgeable about those old school those old school grindhouse kung fu movies because I guess he grew up watching them and he knows them inside and out. But
Kodiak is saying Stallone wrote Cobra, so maybe I got some of my facts wrong. But there was like the Schwarzenegger wrapping up Stallone into movies that were shitty was like an actual trend. That was actually a thing. So maybe it wasn't Cobra. because I guess.
So Todd, this was you, the Uncanny Kodiak.
Yeah. I got a few of them here. But I can only share one tab. So let's see this one.
What makes a great hero? The villain, of course, because everyone knows you get more respect once you beat down the biggest badass. For a full week, Spike premieres the greatest in Kung Fu cinema. Watch the premiere of Hero during Kung Fu Fighting Week on Spike next Monday at 8:30.
I see it. Yeah.
Yeah, I got a couple more. They're all from the same spot, like the same.
Yeah.
I did a Bruce Lee one. I did a couple.
Hey, after that, you got to pull up the trailer of the Kung Fu.
Kung Fu F-A-U-X.
F-A-U-X.
Okay.
It's Kung F-A-U-X.
Okay.
What makes a great Kung Fu fighter? Is it the lightning fast kicks, devastating punches, or is it that they know how to rock a blade? Sword, spear, fist, or feet. Their skills are deadly in any situation. For a full week, Spike premieres the greatest in Kung Fu cinema. Action-packed and back-to-back. Watch the Kung Fu Fighting Week on Spike. Starts July 2nd at 9.
Nice.
Yeah, I got those like two more.
Real nice.
There's one I had I don't remember if it got in, but I cut this guy's head off. Oh yeah, Enter the Dragon was good. Let's see. Try two more. A couple more.
Who is the greatest Kung Fu fighter? Why, who else but the dragon? Before you can even think of throwing a punch, Bruce has already handed your ass on a plate. For a full week, Spike premieres the greatest in Kung Fu cinema. Watch Into the Dragon next Sunday at 9. Part of the Kung Fu Fighting Week on Spike.
I think it's like two more.
What makes a great swordsman? Is it the technique, the effortless precision, or is it all in the blade? For a full week, Spike premieres the greatest in Kung Fu cinema. Watch House of Flying Daggers, a part of the Kung Fu Fighting Week on Spike next Sunday at 9.
House of Flying Daggers was a good one.
I own that, but I've never watched that.
It was good. It was really good. So, okay, this is the last one to watch Kung Fu.
What's the definition of a hustler? A mofo who can get the job done. He's not worried about your feelings because it's all about business. And if you get in his way, you'll get dealt with. For a full week, Spike premieres the greatest Kung Fu action-packed and back-to-back. Watch the broadcast premiere of Kung Fu Hustle next Sunday at 9, a part of the Kung Fu Fighting Week on Spike.
There should be more Kung Fu Fighting Weeks.
Hey Todd, so did you rotoscope those?
Some of it,
those?
yeah. So some of it was rotoscoped, and then some of it was like when they're jumping in the air and like doing the swing kick and stuff. That was all just hand done. I was like trying to get like a little bit of like a Ninja Scroll vibe in there.
They just don't know.
You know what I mean? What was this?
Yeah, those are awesome though. I remember seeing those. You didn't tell me at the time that those were yours.
Oh, awesome!
Because you used to never tell us what you were working on when we would ask you.
Yeah.
You would never tell us.
I don't know. I was always doing shit. I was too busy trying to.
But you would never say, "Yeah, I'm doing this thing for Cartoon Network. I'm doing this. I'm working on." Like you would never tell us. You would never tell us till it was long over.
Well, I don't know. It's just kind of I don't know. I didn't feel. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why.
You didn't have a whole lot of confidence in what you were doing. That's why.
100%. Yeah, I was very self-conscious. You know, because I was struggling. Like I was trying to like make moves, and it was fucking hard as shit. And like, yeah, it was just very challenging. So yeah, I was always wanting to do something else. So I was never really satisfied with what I was working on. Kung Fu.
F-A-U-X.
F-A-U-X.
Yes.
Is it? And that was a trailer.
Maybe I don't know.
Well, I see Kung Fu 3 Master Part 2.
Now it was a series for Spike TV. I know it was.
Let's see.
Try Kung Fu the series.
Okay, I see. I think I got it. Hold on. Let me share.
Spike or MTV 1 and 2.
Oh, I'm sharing my screen. Is it this one?
I don't know. Dub-titled, yeah. Dub-titled.
Subtitled. Which one is that? I don't see it.
Second one from the top.
This one. Oh, okay. Subtitle. I gotcha. Tommy Boy Films.
Oh yeah.
Wow. Well, I just gotta say, Box Cutter is a dope fucking name for like a character.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
This is Grandmaster Rock Raider from the Executioners. You're checking out
Oh
Kung
my god,
Fu.
Rock Raider from the Executioners.
All right,
Holy
our hero
shit.
here has left his kung fu school in China under the watch of.
So, Executioners, you know Rock Raider and the Executioners? Do you know like the story about why they're called the Executioners?
No.
They were called, so Rock Raider was a fucking turntable master. Like one just, I mean, you should listen to him. He with like, he won all these awards for like, like scratching and stuff.
Yeah.
Right. But they were huge. That whole group were massive comic nerds, and so they were called the X-Men.
Oh. Okay.
And they got sued. They got a cease and desist from Marvel, so they had to change their name to the Executioners.
Okay.
Right?
His sister and top student to visit his other sister in Thailand, where she is living in sin with some local kickboxer and fake baller cat. Got it? Roll tape.
Woo, it's hot out here, man. Y'all listen? I wear them little ass shorts again. Yo, check this out, man. It's gonna go down. One of y'all gonna get robbed, man. This cat in the red, he's tripe. Watch out. Let's do this.
Take this rope off my head, please.
Yo, it's so nice.
Dude, he's totally gay.
I can't wait. I'm gonna
whoop that ass. I got the counter. Knee in the butt.
Yeah, we gonna get up, but bring me 2 Heinekens and the chicken wings.
Come on, Pope, Kenny's, and I hate this.
5, 12, 16.
This is it reminds me of Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Yeah.
Right. Let's see.
Yeah.
Now you got me. Hold it quick. Rock Raider. Yeah, listen to this. Listen to this shit. This is 1995.
Let's give a round of applause, my man from United States of America, Rock Raider. Give it up!
Or your other DJ. Or your other DJ. Or your other DJ. Or your other DJs are a bunch of jerks. Smalley, give them an example how a DJ works.
that great?
Yeah.
Black people unite, and black people, I got to have it.
Anyway, pretty cool, right?
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, that's
Classic
crazy.
shit, man. Classic shit. Classic. Oh man, Rock Raider is the fucking man. I was not expecting that. That was cool. Anyway, hey Andrew.
Yeah, Todd.
You got some books?
Nah. It's already kind of late. It's already 10 o'clock, guys.
No! It's not quite 10 o'clock. Oh, kind of off the subject. I got one for you. It's one channel I follow. They do nostalgic, like 80s cartoons. What they update the dubs to them. Look up this one trailer. It's called Ace Vane.
Ace Vane?
ACEVANE. And type in top op after that.
ACEVANE what?
Oh no, actually keep that, but do Black Manta.
So Ace VANE Black Manta?
Yeah, Black Manta.
The Black Manta compilation. Okay. All right. Hold on. Hold on. Which
of course, but it is funny.
Which one? All in your gills.
Yeah, you can try that one. I haven't seen that one yet.
All right, let's do it.
Ace Vane.
Water Entertainment Television World Premiere.
Water Entertainment.
First thing first, let me be real specific. I'm taking every ocean from the southern to Pacific, the Indian, the Arctic, and of course Atlantic. Blowing up the cartridge, aiming at Atlantis. Turn your whole city to a fish market if I discharge it with a torpedo that is big as Kansas. Never get your man, bitch. Tell him that I'm not one of them villains. Let's go discuss it or tell him what my plan is. I just get the bussin'. I'm all about destruction. I don't like to talk, I'm more about interrupting. Don't need no introduction, just know I get to the touching. It really is a reach if you ever think that I'm bluffing. Bitch, I'm here for art, I'm not here to party. I want the king dead. This nigga killed my father. I'ma cook his ass and leave him covered in tartar. Can we talk it over, bitch? Are you serious? No, bro. What? I need one man killed. So y'all think shit sweet, man. Y'all think I'm a regular villain out here, bro. This nigga killed my daddy, bro. Put a knife in his skills. Motherfucker don't deserve to live, bro. Y'all look at this man like a hero every day, but he fucking out here did that shit. His ass sweet, no grill. Cooking his ass on sight, bro. That motherfucker dead in the motherfucker, bro. If I don't kill him, I don't know what's up. I lost all my feels. I ain't got no feels for none of y'all motherfuckers. Anybody that try to stand in my way, fuck you too. When it's Arthur, let me know. When his bitch ass gotta go. Put a harpoon in his throat. Then I watch him down slow. When it's Arthur, let me know. When his bitch ass gotta go. Put a harpoon in his throat. Then I watch him down slow.
That's not even a good one.
I like it.
No,
But you should
no. Pull
just have more stuff
up,
about water.
pull up Ace Vein Touchable. That is funny.
All right, hold on.
That was really good.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
This one is funnier.
Which one? Touchable?
Touchable. Ace Vein Touchable. That is funny. There it is. That's it.
Here's a quick PSA for everybody before the video starts. I think this is something that needs to be addressed. Is very important. My name's Ace Vane. That's Vane, not Ace Van. So if you're saying Ace Van, don't ask man.
Meanwhile, at the Hall of Justice. Hey, Aquaman there.
Hey, nigga, what the fuck? How you got this number?
Man, Wonder Woman gave me this shit long time ago.
What? Oh my God, Diana, don't tell me you fucking villains now, bro.
Yo.
You fucking no bum ass villains. Are you out your mind?
Yes, you are.
Then why you saying he got our number from you?
Cause he's fucking lying, nigga. He a villain. What the
She
fuck?
do got a point there about mine. Robin, shut the fuck up. Hey, she do got a point there, bro. Don't call up your line on your dick.
I ain't fucking lying. I had that bitch folded like fresh laundry.
Nigga, what? Ain't nobody fucking folded.
Bitch, I had your ass folded like a napkin at a 5-star restaurant.
Definitely lying now.
Call that shit origami.
Dick don't fold me. I fold dick.
That shit sound painful.
It was. But I like that shit.
No, you didn't.
How you gonna tell me what I like?
Because I didn't fuck you.
Yes,
You never
you did.
You mean folding in the on soft
All right,
fork?
so you ain't never fucking nigga named David?
What kind of dumbass question? Of course, nigga. That's half the fucking world's
Bitch, I'm talking about the David from 2 months ago.
know how many motherfuckers are named David.
Bitch got a body count like John Wayne Gacy.
I'm talking about the David you said looked like Yahya Abdul Mateen. That David.
The second?
Bitch, the first ain't famous.
Oh yeah. My bad. I did throw him some ass.
Damn it, Diana. You're fucking gross. Fucking villains for real.
Fuck up. You fuck your villains all the time.
Bitch, I would never. I stand for fucking justice.
You be standing up in Catwoman too. What about that?
I mean, that's different though. She not no like villain per se. She more like an anti-hero.
Okay, what about Harley Quinn?
I mean, she an anti-hero like too. Like, so she really ain't like a villain no more.
Poison Ivy?
I mean, she's just a vegan. I don't make her a villain.
Talia Gould?
Nah, see, Talia, it's her dad.
She's a fucking
villain.
assassin.
She's a fucking ass having.
What?
I mean, she has ass. Nice ass.
Y'all shut the fuck up and tell me where Aquaman at.
Hey, hold on, my guy. Who the fuck? You think you talking to? My ass ain't no bitch, and my bitch ass ain't here.
What the fuck are you talking about, bro?
Helmet punched off your head, bitch.
You ain't gonna do shit. Not to me.
Nigga, I'll karate chop the back of your motherfucking neck. Don't ever try me,
Man,
bitch
I'll
ass
fuck
nigga.
you up.
I don't give a fuck who you think you
nobody.
Yeah, this shit's funny as hell, dude.
Oh my God. It is so funny. If you ever get a chance, just watch it. It's Super Friends compilation.
Yeah, no, I want to watch it. I just don't want to get us. I don't want to get us banned.
Yeah, you just want to get a strike.
It's got 170,000 views. This shit's funny as
It's
hell.
good.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it is so good.
That folds you like laundry. He said
origami.
And we are now permanently demonetized. It's fine.
That's good shit. I thought I'd fool with my origami.
Oh God.
Yeah, he makes really good content. So whenever you get a chance, just look up some of his stuff.
Holy shit, that's funny. Oh man. Andrew, are you still editing?
Yes. Nope, moved on to something else.
What are you doing now?
Printing out labels so that I can scan in some comics.
You know, you haven't talked in like 2 days.
Thank God.
Nice.
Yeah.
Did I not bring it at the beginning of this episode? I brought it for like 5-6 minutes straight.
You tried. You tried.
That's a world record. That's a world record for you, Andrew.
Like doubled my time. Yeah.
Oh God, guys! Holy shit!
I mean, how many times have you heard, "Yeah, baby, it's okay. It happens to guys all the time."
No.
No?
Call me the Jewish Mamba.
Okay, we're done. Have a good night, everybody.
The Jewish Mamba.
Yeah, I gave you the Mambo King was your nickname.
This is
Todd
true.
the Mambo King.
Oh, God, my life.
So when are we doing that shitty 80s movie night?
We gotta do that soon. We're gonna start planning these out. Like, one of the things we want to do is start doing movie nights with a lot of different communities. So we'll pull a bunch of people in too. Like, we'll pull a good audience for that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. We can host it, and we'll have like a whole bunch of people in there. Like,
I'm in.
Yeah, let's do it. We'll have a lot of people. So
I love shitty 80s movies.
For sure, man.
One thing about Roger Corman, I've yet to see him do a movie without a great tit shot.
Oh yeah.
That was his thing. Yeah, that was. Yeah, he knew how to pick them.
All right, so we wrapping up, guys?
We can wrap up. Yo, Ramel, are you next Thursday? Next Thursday, we are going to be starting the Adult Fantasy Lore Games RPG. If you can attend.
Okay. Yeah, so hopefully, what I gotta do is I gotta take a nap like as soon as I get off work.
Okay.
Time, because for me to work and stay up is a stretch.
It's hard. It's hard. Yeah. No pressure, man. I don't want to cause any stress, of course.
No, I totally understand, but yeah, I've been in my ear for a while, but I was like, let me check in on my guys.
Yeah, man. It's I love it. We have a good time together, man. It's a lot of fun. I mean, even though Andrew's here, it still happens. It's okay. We love you, Andrew. Well, look, all I gotta say, especially.
Hold on, wait.
Yeah. You take, yeah, Dusty, come on in. You know the deal. Pick your poison.
Is it playing?
No, it's muted. Right here. Hold on. Well, guys.
Oh, we have a party song?
It's Friday night. Nerd Den 2023.
Why don't we have an opening intro song?
I'm sorry, can't hear you. What?
Who shared this? Who shared this?
The Bugle Daily. With the writer's strike being over, the MCU has announced a Fantastic Forecast.
Is that soccer player chick as Captain Marvel?
Yeah.
Ew.
Avery taking the shots. Ramel looks very confused.
I'm not even trying to make sense of that anymore.
No, man, they really fucked up that whole thing they had. I've never seen a franchise fuck themselves so hard.
They did it to two. Disney did it to two huge franchises.
Well, yeah, don't forget Star Wars.
Yeah.
They did it to both of them.
I've never seen something so hard in my life.
They had a license to straight print money and said, "Nope, we want to do something different."
You talking about the Mandalorian and Boba Fett?
The whole
all
thing.
all the Star Wars stuff they've done.
All of it. Yeah.
The prequel, the new sequels, all of it's hot cabbage, dude.
Well,
Well,
guys.
it was a great run while I had it.
Yeah. That's okay. That's why we're here. We can fucking step in. Like, the future of franchises are people like us, and that's 100%. And you see it happening already. That's what it's about, man. 21st century marketing is gonna be the creators taking over because the studios don't know what the fuck to do.
I feel like we're the last of the old guard.
We are the last of the old guard. And the last of the old guard and the first of the new guard. You know? It's up to us to step in for real.
Yeah.
You know?
Hey, this is how it's done.
This is how it's done. You know, we're building stuff every day, and that's why. Because look, man, we were too young. We were right on the cusp. We were too young to capitalize on the image boom, right? But this boom that's happening now with Web3 and all the other stuff that's going on, way bigger, man. Way bigger. Like this is it, man. Like it's time. You can make a movie using AI and not have to have $150 million budget. You can do it in your bedroom.
Speaking of which, that's a lot harder to write out a movie than originally accepted. So yeah.
It's very difficult.
Shut.
But that's also why, here, I'm going to pause the music for a second. But that's also why, Ramel specifically, that's also why we're doing this game, dude. Because one of the things that I learned, especially by playing with Flint and Zach over the years, like, when you set the stage for a story, right? When you're like, okay, we're going to raid the temple, right? And you just have a couple of bad guys in there. Like, when that's all you have to do to set up, and the players tell the story, right?
Yeah.
Like, a lot of times it's like a total clusterfuck, but I'm telling you, like, just as much, a lot of times you get some brilliant shit come out of there. Just absolute stuff you would never write in a million years.
I 100% agree. Not all that time that I was away was work. Part of it was inspiration because, like I said, with the role playing and how that y'all set up and the rules and stuff like that, really got me cooking with some pretty good ideas. When I like kind of finalized everything, because I got a good ground basis, but you know how y'all do the RPG really got me going on how to role play. So yeah, I really like to each and every one of y'all.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like starting next week, we'll actually play, and all that's going to happen is you just keep playing. You just don't stop. You play once a week, and what happens is like some of the adventures are going to be stinkers, but a lot of them are going to be fun as hell, and like the things it'll inspire other things. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like it will inspire other things. I can absolutely speak to that because it did for
me. Side note, how's your schedule looking Monday, Todd?
Whatever for you, I'm open. What's up?
No, because like I said, the last time I was on, like I said, I had started my character, so I got to do a lot of catch up. So
yeah. So
I'm gonna try and get with you on Monday, either Saturday or Monday.
Okay, I'm around, man. I'm around all weekend and Monday. You let me know whatever your schedule is, and we'll pop on.
Well, I'm off. Like I said,
right on.
I don't have to do a lot of errands this Monday, so yeah, I definitely want to catch up with you about some stuff.
Yeah, dude, let's do it. Let's do it Monday. That works.
Avery, I gotta holler at you too.
Okay.
So yeah, so I think I'll do Avery Saturday and I'll do you Monday, Todd.
Cool. Let's do it. Yeah. I'm around. Absolute.
Love you guys.
Guys.
All right.
Later.
Love you guys. Peace out. Happy Friday.
Bye.
Love you all. Andrew, you're very special to me. I love you too.
Bye.
This is the tickle technique I use on Todd. He really likes it.
You got to turn your hand around.
God, it's so gross. Love you guys. Peace out. God bless. Take care.